Here's a long story for you. Once upon a time, in a far-off kingdom, there lived a brave and adventurous prince named Alexander. Alexander had always been fascinated by the world beyond his kingdom and spent most of his days reading about far-off lands, magical creatures, and daring quests. One day, Alexander's father, the king, fell gravely ill. The kingdom's best doctors and healers were summoned, but none could cure the king's mysterious ailment. In desperation, the king called upon the wise old wizard who lived in the nearby forest. The wizard, whose name was Zephyr, was known throughout the land for his vast knowledge and magical powers. Zephyr examined the king and declared that the only cure for the king's illness lay in a magical flower that bloomed only once a year, under the light of the full moon, in a remote and treacherous mountain range. Without hesitation, Alexander volunteered to embark on the perilous journey to retrieve the magical flower. His parents, though worried for his safety, knew that their son was brave and determined, and that he would stop at nothing to save his father. Alexander set off early the next morning, equipped with a sturdy horse, a map, and a small pouch of food and water. He rode for hours, crossing rivers, climbing hills, and navigating through dense forests. As the sun began to set, Alexander arrived at the foot of the mountain range. The mountains were steep and rocky, and the air grew colder and thinner with each step. Alexander led his horse up the winding paths, his heart pounding in his chest. Suddenly, a fierce storm swept in, bringing with it powerful winds, heavy rains, and flashes of lightning. Alexander and his horse struggled to find shelter, but the storm was too intense. Just when it seemed like all hope was lost, a figure emerged from the darkness. It was an old man, dressed in a long, flowing cloak, who introduced himself as Orion, the guardian of the mountain. Orion led Alexander and his horse to